Ready to talk some shit? I know you don't like that we start the podcast like that, but fuck it.
Nah.
I still do it anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I feel like we need to start the podcast in a respectable manner. You know what I mean? Like,
why?
Wow. You know, how's been your day?
Wrong podcast.
Ma'am.
We don't do that shit over here.
You know, like
what is that?
Start the podcast like that.
Nah, my G.
You know?
Nah.
We're not thugs.
That's the champion way.
We're not thugs, man.
Are we not?
No. Are you a thug? Gross, you're a lot of things. Thug is not one of them. Thug is not one of them.
Come on, man. In my high school days, we rioted, bruh.
Yeah, I did too, but I'm not a thug.
We set the pigs free and lit the grass on fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which pigs?
You were a Kablonga boys. You did not know there was a piggery?
So you guys basically let the pork free and then you lit the fire. You didn't put the pigs
no, it's only
on the
pork
fire.
when it's dead, bro. Like these things were moving.
Yeah, so
nah, bro. That's not.
You didn't think about that.
No. That's not what we were trying to do.
None of you guys thought about stealing one of the pigs. You just let it free.
Where are you gonna take a fucking pig? Those were huge pigs. Like, where the fuck are we gonna take the pigs?
It's like you're gonna get it killed.
We're in high school.
Yeah,
we have no way to take this shit to, like, I don't know, get it killed.
High school kids can lift one pig easily.
Well, we're just not thieves, I guess.
Yeah, so you're not thugs. But you were thugs. You were not.
Wait, is thuggery equivalent to thievery?
It's the same thing. Thugs do everything. They steal. They jack. They jack niggas for their chains and all of that. Yeah, that's what thugs do, my nigga. It's like they roll up and steal your pig. Yeah. That's what thugs do. It's like,
wow.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, because you are the litmus test of what a thug should be.
Nah, man, I just know. I studied thuggery.
Where?
I studied it as an education, not like I want to be a thug. For my personal reasons and my personal
reasons.
Whatever. Yeah.
Of course you're gonna mention personal reasons.
Personal reasons, my niggas. So yeah.
Welcome to episode 9. That's how we start.
Episode 9. Doesn't feel like it's been it's
been 2 months, over 2 months, bro.
I feel like we've been going at this for a long time.
Because we have, and we've mentioned it. It's like we've been having raw conversations.
Yeah,
but,
anyway.
You know, it's just...
No, but it still feels like we've been having the raw conversations on the mic for a long time. You know, 2
months is a bit of a long time, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Somehow, somewhat. Somehow, somewhat.
So, this is the first time we're recording this at night.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. It's super weird.
Do you think it's going to sound different because it's at night?
We'll let you who's listening tell us. Like, this is going to be different. Let us know.
It's like the podcast, episode 9, just out of all of them sounds different, you know? It's like, yeah, it was recorded at night.
It was at night, baby. So, you want to address being called out by Peasy? Yeah, because
I wasn't called out.
He kind of called you out.
He called me out?
He was like, yo, we were talking on episode 8.
Yes.
You analyzed.
I did not analyze.
You dissected.
I did.
You super analyzed. You CSI'd fucking, what's his name? Chella Tukuta's penis print in that mirror selfie. So I think you zoomed into that picture, and I mentioned it, but you said you didn't.
I did zoom in.
You fucking zoomed into that picture.
See, I mentioned this on Twitter, all right, because these guys are trying to make it look like I went the extra mile to investigate Chella Tukuta's junk, and I did not do that. It was clear to see. Keep in mind, number one, Chromez can't see shit. All right, if I put up 2 fingers right now, Chromez will say it's like 4, I can't see. All right,
yeah.
Chromez was told to get glasses 16 years ago, but he hasn't gotten them. And his eyesight is progressively getting worse and worse.
That is true.
All right, so he couldn't have looked at that picture and seen shit.
But it's not that extreme. First
it is. It's horrible.
No.
All right?
I know
Pizzy's probably in the same situation.
My eyesight is bad, but it's not bad on smartphones. Like when stuff is close, like I can see it clearly.
Yeah. And you couldn't tell whether that's his junk or freaking cucumber or zucchini.
No, I just couldn't.
You couldn't.
I couldn't, bro. Like,
but it's just like, how did you look at it? Did you look at it and be like, oh, You know, were you uncomfortable looking at that picture?
Like, if you remember on episode 8, like, the first thing I mentioned was this dude has no business posting a picture of himself like that because he's not fit. So I was looking at his belly. It's like, bro, like, you got to work out if you're trying to be a thirst trap. You got to have some abs. Yeah. So that's just where it ended. I looked at it and I was just like, what is this fucker doing? Like, this is weird. So I didn't really get down to dissecting shit.
It's not about dissecting. You didn't look at the picture.
I didn't analyze the picture. I looked at it. I didn't analyze it. At the picture because the thing is, it's like you looked at the picture and it was clear to see what he was trying to do. Yeah, he was trying to be a thirst trap.
He was trying to be a thirst trap. It's just like, my friend, you cannot be a thirst trap looking like that. Nah. All right? It's just like some of these girls in, some of these girls in Lusaka, all right, are not attracted to that. All right. And number 2, you don't even have that type of money. Some girls will get thirsty.
He's had a few exhibitions, art exhibitions. He's won some international awards.
Okay. Look, you don't have Mainga money.
What is Mainga money? Why are you counting a nigga's money, bro?
Mainga money is the type of like where a beautiful girl looks at him, head to toe, and she's like, I still gotta get that iPhone 10, bro.
Head to big toe.
Head to big toe. She's looked at that and it's like, I might not like what I see, but I am still going to put in my work and get that iPhone.
There you go. Just for better selfies.
Do you think Tukuta is buying chicks iPhones? He's not doing that.
Probably
not.
I
mean, is he taking these girls on holiday or whatever? He's not doing that.
Mainga is actually a really cool dude. Like, I've met him before. It's like super cool. So it's like
cool, super chill.
Yeah. I do see him buying a chick an iPhone, but that's not confirmed.
That's not confirmed. That's not confirmed.
It's not confirmed.
Maybe he just has a nice attitude, and these girls like him for his nice
for who
attitude.
he is.
For who he is.
His company is just
inner
amazing.
Self.
His
heart.
His heart. So let's get to this week. Unless you have something you want to address from what we talked about last week.
No, I was not analyzing. Number one, let's get that out of the way. I was not analyzing. I do not analyze people's junk.
No, you see, what you did was you're like, when you look at the game's penis print, you see the corners and the print. You see the
authenticity. It was not that real.
You see the authenticity in the print and that.
You see full here, of trash, full of rubbish.
The Fanatik got into his like investigative bag. It was just something else, bro.
All I'm saying is a couple of things. If Chris Jenner came here and dropped her drawers, is it Chris? Yeah, Chris.
The mother.
No. Sorry, not Chris. What's his name? Caitlyn,
yeah. That's the dude.
Former
that's the
Bruce.
Woman. The woman.
Yeah, you could still see. It's like you could still see. It's like, yo, you got if he has their junk still, it's clear to see.
So the first thing that you check for is the penis print, my J.
I'm very curious to see if it's still there. Is it still there? Did she? Has it been changed?
Why?
Because rumor is. I think she's got a boyfriend now or something. I heard something like that.
I don't know, bro. I don't keep up with that.
Yeah, well.
You watch ETV, so tell us what happened.
I don't watch ETV. I watch.
You fucking watch ETV.
I don't watch ETV. I watch Wendy.
I like Wendy.
Yeah, I watch Wendy. Yeah. So it's like there was a rumor that it's like, she might have a boyfriend or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wendy's dope. I've only seen like a few episodes, so like maybe 3 episodes. I've never. Sometimes I'm just curious as to why people follow certain individuals, so that's why I like pay attention to see how they do their thing, and I could see why.
Yeah,
because the way she speaks, it's like she's almost whispering, and
she's
it's like
gossip.
Yo, gossip. Can you believe that? She? And then you're like, yo, so she's just like your neighbor who you run to when you want to gossip about shit. Like you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why the housewives love that song.
So
the show.
Yeah. So it is what it is. I was not analyzing anybody's junk. It wasn't that crazy. If you want, please listen to the last podcast, episode 8.
Fanatik's the only one who believes he wasn't like fucking analyzing.
So
that penis
it is what it
cool.
is. All I have to say is, look, I know what my penis looks like.
Okay.
And I don't have. I can clearly see it's like, yo, that's a freaking zucchini, bro. I've watched porn before, and you can easily tell. It's like, okay, this is real. This is some real unrealistic thing that's hanging down his leg, and it's real. We can see it's his. You know, not that thing that he had in his pants. That was obviously just stuffed in there. It wasn't even properly placed. It's like, where is it coming from and where is it going?
You see where the analysis comes in.
Whatever, nigga. Moving on.
Where was it coming from? Huh? And he's like, no, I wasn't analyzing the shit. But it's cool, Fanatik. We understand. You know, it's fine. It's all good. All right, so let's get to this week. H-Mac. Shout out to H-Mac. He is one of the managers of the XYZ crew. And he came out this week to say that Bobby East's album is going to drop.
Yeah.
All right, so XYZ is like the biggest rap group, yeah, in the country. And I believe we've been trying to have this conversation about, you know, like, is Bobby East the biggest artist in the country, which we will talk about, and also, like, is this the right time for him to drop an album?
Yeah.
So, do you feel it's the right time for him to drop an album? Basically, let's get into it.
I think it's a perfect time for him to drop an album. I think 2018 has been Bobby's year. I think 2018 has been Bobby's year.
Okay.
From the probably, you know, because Bobby has recorded at record labels that are not even around, like 428. That's Stofila Sunzu track. Remember that, right? Played it a couple of weeks ago on the radio. Fire track and all of that. And you know, the tracks with Ben Blazer. Yeah, the tracks with Ben Blazer and all of that. And I think then he was trying to rap, you know. But now he kind of he decided, it's like, you know what? Let me get into my own lane, and he started doing his own thing. That's distinct, and you can easily tell, okay, this is Bobby East. Yeah,
because he hadn't found his voice yet, to be honest.
So much so that if somebody else did it, would easily know. It's like, you know, he's doing that Bobby East stuff on his song. Yeah. So that's where Bobby East is at right now. You know, and I can personally say, for me, this is my opinion, but whatever it is, I think he's probably the biggest artist right now because he is on demand. He's so on demand that even Slap needs him on the track. For a long time, would have been dope without Bobby East, but it wouldn't have been as dope or as big as it was if it didn't have Bobby.
That was a Bobby East record, though.
That was yeah, exactly.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
that was a Bobby East record. Slap D said, "No, I need this record." Like, this is you can hear it.
Is that fact?
This is not information that's out there.
Oh, okay.
But I can hear it as a person that, you know. Yeah. Actually, no. This is a fact, because I actually interviewed him on radio, and he mentioned, like, yo, Slap D, okay. He heard the record, and he was like, yo, this is that fire. Yeah. Because he didn't think that shit would blow up.
Oh, really?
So that was the same thing with the Van Damme record with Nez Long. He was like, yo, this is that shit. That's what's, you know. Because, like, he said he had to isolate himself for a little bit because he felt like he wasn't getting, like, his credit or something. So, he went to, like, some place in the northern province and just isolated himself. So, on some Kanye shit.
Oh, yeah?
For real. Yeah. Okay. So, even when when that Van Damme record was blowing up, he wasn't even aware.
Oh, there you go.
Because you know how it is, like, people from outside Lusaka get the shit late. Yeah. You know, even when the internet's there, I just don't it's like, why are people still backward with music when we have the internet that basically levels the playing field?
I don't think it's like, you know, it's one thing to get the information or get the music, but it's sort of like you have to you have to wait for somebody else to tell you. It's like, oh, out of all the 10 tracks that you have, these 2 are the dope ones. You know, so it's kind of like they probably might even get the records.
Yeah.
And then they might not know which ones are dope.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And this is not shade or whatever it is, but like this is true facts for me. I've traveled, I've been on the Copper Belt, and then people tell me, it's like, oh yeah, you're from Lusaka, you're in radio. It's like, yeah. It's like, yo, what are the happening songs that's at? And I'm like, but right now we are level playing field.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's
oh no,
weird.
I'll let you know. No, you should send me some songs. And I'm like,
Yeah.
even just the titles, I'll download them myself. And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean?
The Copper Belt is like a different world on its own. Like,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
408 Empire is still huge over there.
Yeah.
But here we don't. Which
we
record
don't.
is playing on radio?
We don't give a damn.
I wouldn't say we don't give a damn. We just haven't found. There's just no other record that.
Because we do not give a damn.
Damn, Fanatic.
No, for real. Like Lusaka, the thing is, and this is what I say, it's kind of like maybe the same thing that they say about New York. Like if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same thing I would say about Lusaka. It's like if you can make it in Lusaka, you can make it anywhere. Because Lusaka people, for them to give you credit and for Lusaka people to come through and tell you it's like, yo, you're dope and you're good at what you do, it takes I don't know what, bro. So when you get to the point where people can actually tell you and give you props and big you up and say it's like, yo, you're one of the best doing this, then you would have gone through, I don't know, man, hell, high waters, battle the devil himself just to get that credit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's for real though. So is Bobby East ready to drop an album? I think he's been ready for a long time.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was supposed to drop something called Vanilla. It was the Vanilla album or something. Yeah. And then the Psycho Bay song was I think the lead single to that. And we were actually him and I were supposed to do some sort of like a special podcast where he would actually we would play a song and then he would explain, just basically dissect the album.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for that phone call. It never came. And that's because he had changed his mind. Because he didn't like how Psycho Bay performed. He felt like, this is like the record, you know what I mean? Like this is the one that's supposed to take me over the hill. And he felt like it didn't take him there. So, I don't know, like that record was big. But then you'd understand it wasn't like a For a Long Time or like a Van Damme, you know what I mean?
No, but like that wasn't a song that you could take to the club. It wasn't a club record. You know what I mean?
You could say that.
You couldn't dance to it.
You could though.
You couldn't dance to it like that.
You could dance to it in the Chrome style. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, not
wiggle
everybody.
a foot.
Yeah, but like you're trying to hit the dance floor with this girl you met at the club, and you're trying to do too much suggestive dances and everything. You're not gonna do it to Psycho Bay because that could be Psycho Bay you're looking at right there. But you couldn't do it to Psycho Bay. You could not do that to Psycho Bay. So it's like it's not gonna go crazy on the DJ's playlist. What are you gonna play before that? Before sliding in Psycho Bay? You could
sliding in Psycho Bay.
You could.
You need to stop with those slick lines, man.
People could sit down, people would leave the dance floor and still sing along to it, but it's not.
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
it's not like a party starter.
It's not a party starter.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know why they're wasting time. It should have dropped.
He tweeted a couple of weeks back that I'm at H Mac's house and I'm trying to convince him to drop the album. All right.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
but he's the president. I don't get tweets like that.
But he's being managed still. There's still the management parts of the music.
No, but when you're the president, you decide. It would be different if he tweeted that he was negotiating with Slap D on when to drop a record.
Maybe the arrangement is different. Maybe it's just like general stuff.
Am I wrong or something? It's like isn't president like the top job? Like when you're president, aren't you like the overseer? That when I look at the dictionary, that's what it tells me. When you're the fucking president, you're the one who takes care of everything. You make the decisions. So unless you're telling me he doesn't have the executive powers to do shit, because he could basically be like, yo, H-Mac, I'm the fucking president. I'm dropping this fucking album. What you gonna do? He can fire H-Mac if he wanted to.
Yeah, but it's different though.
How? When you're president of a record label,
yes,
you've got certain powers to do shit.
Yeah, but like there are certain people in strategic positions who are there to do their job. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Please explain this to me.
The thing is, Bobby East being president of XYZ doesn't necessarily mean. Keep in mind, he's still an artist.
Yeah,
he's still an artist. So there could be that thing of, and I used to speak a lot about this with somebody who used to run a record label, and the problem he had is he had kids who would record one song, record another song and another song, and they'd pick out one. It's like, oh no, let's put this out. Let's put this out. And yeah, it's a great song, but we put it out and then what? What happens then? What happens then? What do we do after that? Are we dropping an album? Are we dropping a mixtape? Are we dropping? So so maybe that's still his mind state. So maybe he still needs somebody he can trust with his music and the proper rollout of some of his music, to do their job.
Here's why I'm saying what I'm saying, right? It's just like I have some inside information, right? It's like Black Now White 2, the Slap D album, was a totally different album.
Okay.
Until Bobby East was involved.
Okay.
So this is stuff that, I've heard. Like, he was like, yo, like, we scrapped the whole record, and then we started building it, like, again.
Oh, really?
So that's the kind of power that Bobby East has on the record label.
Okay.
And shout out, I mean, you have to credit Slap D for being able to take that kind of criticism. It's like, yo, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Let's build something else that's gonna be big.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so this is what I'm saying. Like, he's got a lot of influence. So that tweet, like, was just weird. Like, maybe we need some context. Like, what is H-Mac the one that makes the final decisions when they're dropping records?
Because he said, I think the following tweet was something about he trusts H-Mac because H-Mac has made him a shitload of money, and I quote, H-Mac has made me a shitload of money. Because sometimes he's like, he just wants to drop the thing and then that's what it is. But like, H-Mac is more mathematical about how he does his shit, and
H knows the streets.
It's okay for you to be able to be the president and admit that, because it's like, sometimes it's like, yeah, you're the president, but you're still an artist and you still need management.
So
like that. So
basically, what he meant to say was he just needed to get an opinion from him, and not like he was waiting for H-Mac to tell him, like, yo, let's drop the record now.
No, I don't think it's just an opinion. I don't think it's just an opinion. You know what I mean? I think it's respecting somebody else's office and what it does. You know what I mean? It's like, look, I can. It's kind of like what 5-4 once said to me. It was an interview. I don't remember if it was on the record or we're just talking outside. Yeah. But he said, it's like, look, I can drop bars from dusk till dawn. I can do that. But like, when it comes to hooks, that's not my strength. I don't know how to do proper tight hooks. And if you take a listen to some of the songs that 5 has out, he doesn't do the hook.
Okay, so this isn't. You know what? Thank you for bringing up that point.
Yeah,
because now this leads me to my whole thoughts about how the structure of the record label is. Right?
Yeah.
If H-Mac is the one that understands the streets, that everyone on the label respects, like, whose opinion they respect.
Yeah.
And he makes a shitload of money for the people that are on the label. He knows how to push them.
Yeah.
Why isn't he the president?
I don't know.
Why isn't H-Mac the president of XYZ?
I don't know.
I have a theory. I got a theory.
I know the theory, but let's get into it. Yeah,
my theory is this, and this is coming from a point of having inside information. You know, because we're in the industry, people talk. When Bobby East was promoting Beast,
yeah,
which was his first album, his debut album, he had his own record label. And on that record label, he signed Dave.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, and this is documented, like when just go to YouTube and check Bobby East interview Route 997, which was my show on Power FM, and he actually mentioned like, yo, Dave, this dude is the future.
yeah,
And I've signed him to my record label. It was, I can't remember the name of the label, but he had signed him to that. And then, you know, they were pushing, what was that record that Dave was on? The Dancey record on Beast. Yeah, Next to You? Wake Up Next to You, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, it was Next to You.
Next to you.
So he mentioned that and was like, oh, okay, cool. So you're signed and you've been allowed to have your own record label. Cool. So my thoughts are, Slap, man, like Slap D is a very smart man.
Yeah,
And he's a businessman.
yeah,
And you knew this dude that I've signed was just Bobby is, you know, like he's very talented. He understands music very well. And to keep him around, because we all know, it's like Bobby was definitely on his way to just, it was only up from after he signed to XYZ. It was like,
yeah.
the trajectory was, this guy is just going up and up.
yeah,
So to keep him in the circle, for him to not just run off,
yeah, and do his own thing.
make you president, that was a chess move.
That was a chess move. That's a smart move then.
Very smart move. And that's why Mans is still there.
But
Well, let me not say that's why Mans is still there because he's president, but I'm pretty sure he'd still be on XYZ without that label, like without being the president of the record label. But like, because when people grow big,
yeah,
it's difficult to contain them. You know, so it's like when you give a dude responsibilities that take care of the clique, you keep him locked in. So his interests are not only his own, because when he started signing people like Dave, who is now signed under XYZ,
yeah,
so your focus is taken away from what you're doing on the side to the agenda of the whole crew.
yeah. Is that a good or a bad thing?
What? What's a good or bad thing?
The fact that he stayed under XYZ, because I mean, let's keep in mind, all right, the United States does that all the time with record labels. All right. Dr. Dre's there. He's got a record label called Aftermath. You know, Aftermath is still under Jimmy Iovine and all of that. You know what I mean? Eminem comes through. Eminem is signed as an artist. He starts his own record label under Shady Records / Aftermath.
Yeah.
Still under Interscope as an umbrella. You know what I mean? 50 Cent comes through, starts a record label, G-Unit.
Yeah.
Still under Shady, Aftermath, Interscope,
Wayne,
and all of
same
that.
thing.
Yeah,
Cash
Wayne,
Money, Young
same
Money.
thing, and all of that. So, do you think that Bobby could have still done the same thing and still stayed under XYZ?
I think it could have been possible, but
Yeah.
I think his record deal, whatever he signed, probably didn't encompass that.
Yeah.
You know, and they didn't think of adding that into his contract. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, if you want to start your own thing, it has to be connected to this, and we get some of your profits.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was in his label, in his contract, because like, when have we ever seen that happen over here?
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Like, I need to show me the contract that you signed. Like, is it a booklet or is it just 3 pages? Because we see how when niggas are signing their contracts, it's a big ass thing.
Yeah, you need a lawyer to break that down for you.
Yeah, you need a fucking lawyer.
You need a lawyer to break that down for you.
And I don't see no lawyers sitting next to these dudes when they're signing these contracts.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, you record for free, and then if you go to a show, we get 30 or 20% of your whatever. Yeah. When an album comes out, we get 60%, you get 40 or some shit like that. Yeah. You can't perform music without our permission. That's all they put in there. But like, there's instances where an artist wants to grow big, they want to sign their own people. You have to like tie them in to make sure that you still making money off of that shit.
Yeah,
I don't think that was in the contract. So Bobby started his own thing. It was like, how do we keep him? Because it's like, you can't serve two masters. And most times, like, as humans, we'll think of ourselves before we think of another person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it's
not a bad thing that he was...
It's not a bad thing because...
XYZ is still XYZ.
XYZ is still XYZ. I could go on XYZ as an artist, and before you know it, I'll be like...
I'll be the biggest thing out here.
I'll be the biggest thing out here because it's like XYZ fans, like...
Yeah, they're loyal, bro.
They are loyal.
XYZ fans will suck your dick.
They are.
Just tell them,
loyal as hell.
Suck this goddamn cock, and they'll do it.
They go in.
Yeah, man.
To a certain extent, I feel like the respect and the adoration that XYZ gets as a crew. Probably even let me even just say Slap D gets as an individual doesn't even compare to any other artist. Like you can't tell me any other artist who's
got a following like that.
People who are diehard like that. Not even Makitu. Yeah. Makitu falls under the umbrella of Kopala. The whole Kopala squad, yes. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you're gonna come for one, you're gonna come for all of us. You know what I mean? So it's not just one individual who they say it's like and all of that. And they would do that for any other Kopala dude because they are loyal like that.
They fuck with their own people.
Yeah.
And this is why I will disagree on the point of Bobby East being the biggest artist in Zambia right now. Okay. Slap D is the biggest artist in Zambia. Slap is the man right now in the country. Like Bobby is who he is. He ropes in the women. Slap D ropes in the women. Bobby is liked by the thugs on the streets. Slap is liked by the people on the streets. And now he's like branding himself better. Like Slap D is branding himself better than 90% of all these artists out here. So he's got this following, this colossal following. These people who will do anything for this dude.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he's got the records. And people are booking him for shows all the time.
Yeah.
Look, Slap D, Bobby is big, but he's not he's not like co-headlining a show with Techno. Like that's not happening. Well, it hasn't happened yet.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
It will probably happen, but I'm saying Slap D is the man.
Yeah, like for me, all I'm saying is the Slap D's. What Slap D is doing right now is also also have to keep in mind his history.
Yeah,
we have to keep in mind his history.
Far back like that.
He goes far back like that. So it's the people who were listening to Slap 10 years ago. All right, the person who was just joining, hypothetically speaking, Zambia breweries 10 years ago. Right? What's his position now?
He's up there.
He's probably up there. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And Slap is still doing his thing and still making music and all of that.
Yeah.
So when he walks in that door, he still thinks about, Nizi, that guy I used to listen to back when I was in college or when I was just joining whatever. Yeah. So there's still that little nostalgic feeling about interacting with this person, and that's why he's probably now able to get corporates on his side. You know, Bobby is still putting in work.
He's not the biggest artist right now.
I'd say he's probably the most talked about, the most relevant right now.
How?
What do you mean how?
Explain to me why you think he is above Slap when it comes to being more talked about. Like Slap has made headlines for like not even music related shit. Like that's how you know you're big, when you're able to make headlines when it has nothing to do with your music. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but again, people are invested in this guy's personal life.
Again, what I'm saying is, Slap has got all of these years behind him. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, it's you can't. I'm trying to put them on. You can't put them on the same exact level because because this is sort of like Big Brother, Little Brother shit.
Yeah,
you know.
Would you say Kanye was bigger than Jay-Z at some point?
Yeah.
Really? When?
Not bigger in terms of. Keep in mind, I'm talking about a year. Not in terms of So there are some years.
At some point,
there are some years. Probably there are some years that we could probably go back and say it's like, okay, look, you know, when Kanye was dropping Power, when Kanye was dropping College Dropout and all of that, people were more excited about Kanye West than whatever it is.
If you talk about College Dropout, people are always excited about the newer cat because they've got that culture over there. They're like, okay, we know we've got this guy, but who's the next big thing? You can say that about Rick Ross when he came through. It was like, oh, this is the new guy, you know? So, but the older cats is still there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like right now we're talking about. It's been. It hasn't. We can't say Bobby East is a new cat.
Yeah, you can't say it's no.
You can't say that.
Yeah,
you know. But I feel like it's been a bigger year in as far as his shit blowing up than it has been for Slap.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not surprised that Slap is getting endorsements. You know, it's cool. He's supposed to get endorsements. You know, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not surprised that he's got a song with Pato Ranking. He's supposed to be doing that at this level and at this point in his career. You know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be doing that. So I'm not that amazed.
So we need to go with like stats and activity, you know. So Slap has 2 records that he is the lead act on that dropped this year and are huge, right? This is for a long time. It's massive. Lituation, not as massive.
Which Bobby East was on as well.
Which on for a long time. Yeah. And then what has Bobby dropped as a solo artist this year? He doesn't have a record, does he? No. Somebody prove me wrong. I don't know.
When did
he's done?
When did Thingy drop? Give Them Hell.
Give Them Hell is a KB record. Yeah.
In what context?
KB owns the record. That's his song. It's not.
Yeah, but like, who performed the song?
Wait, I'm talking about like facts. Like
yes, but who performed the song?
What do you mean? Who performed the record?
Who performed the record?
It was Bobby and a few other cats. It was an ensemble cast there. There was like J Cash, I believe. And then like Makitu on that record.
Yeah.
It's not a Bobby East record.
Yeah, but like look, all I'm saying is Bobby East.
Did Psycho Pay drop this year?
No.
There you go.
All I'm saying is Bobby East is probably, if there's a verse you need to get this year, a verse and a hook that you need to get this year before the year ends, it's a Bobby East hook and a Bobby East verse.
Okay. So
point blank period. You would go to a Bobby East verse and a Bobby East hook before you went to a Slap D verse and hook. That is 100%. You cannot argue with that, bruh.
I mean, look, he's like Bobby has proven to be A hit maker, right?
He's the hook man. Right now, he's the hook man and he's the verse man. You need a hook from Bobby East. If you're an artist, I would advise you to go to Bobby before you even went to Slap. Slap will give you a verse. Sometimes the Slap verse he would kill it. Sometimes he wouldn't kill it.
Yeah.
You know, it's I don't know, maybe it's about how he vibes with you or whatever it is, or if it's just business and you know he gets it done and is out.
Yeah.
You know,
he's busy, so he just needed to knock one out the park.
But if you go to Bobby is trying to prove a point. He's the hook man right now. He figured out how to make the hooks, and he's the hook man right now. I
think, you know what, for you to be the biggest artist in the country, you should be able to cover all the different
spectrums.
We could call them spectrums. You should be able to, like, how are you doing on the business side? Because dropping music is one thing.
Yeah.
But like how people receive it is another. You know? Yeah. And then it's like, on the streets, are people fucking with you?
Yeah.
Are the corporates fucking with you? Like, do you always have a show every weekend and all of that? Which is why I think Slap is the dude. I mean, yeah, Bobby is the guy that you go to for the hooks and for a verse, because people will listen to it, and he's on a wave. I feel like he's on a wave.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a cool wave. But Slap is still fucking Slap. I think if Slap stopped, it's weird, like if he left XYZ, right? Like if he left XYZ, like what's left there? Do you think Bobby would carry the crew?
Yeah, 100.
I don't think so.
I'm 100.
I think Bobby would probably move away from that and just start building his own legacy, which is what I think he will do very soon. In the distant future, in the near future. In the near future,
he might do that. But like, if he wanted to, he could carry XYZ. Because look,
he's not like a phenomenal rapper. Like if we go down to lyrics and like I don't want this to be caught in the wrong, like, you know, space. I mean, like when we talk about
he's not a thugger.
The art of rap. Yes, he's not a thugger. He's not a critic. You know?
Yeah.
He's not a Reason. He's not a double HP. Like, he's not like a word smith.
Yeah, he's not a proverb or whatever it is. I get you.
And that's the thing that we were saying, like, when we were what were we talking about? I forgot the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, with Slap, it's like he's got history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've heard verses that he's dropped, and he's like, oh, that was nice.
That was dope, yeah.
It was dope. You know what I mean? And he's been consistent over the years.
Yeah, but like,
so he's like that tall figure that's able to carry the shit.
But I mean, even there are still questionable verses by Slap.
That's true. That's true.
There are still very questionable verses by Slap. There was a time when I wasn't listening to Slap. Mm-hmm. For real, I wasn't.
But
was like,
people still fucked with him.
Yes, people still did. But like, I'm a hip. Look, some of my favorite lyricists.
We know that
my favorite lyricist is Immortal Technique. You understand what I'm saying? So, so if it's not even close to that, then how am I gonna mess with it? You know?
Yeah.
I make exceptions and all of these different things, and I constantly try and stay with the culture and everything. And I listen to Migos.
I like the Migos.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I listen to Migos. But at some point I was stuck in my ways. I was like, nah, I don't want to listen to this shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to listen to the new cats. You know? So when the Kendricks and the Coles and the Big Seans were coming through, I was very skeptical. And then I had to start nitpicking and finding. It's like, oh, Big Sean is dope. Mm-hmm. He's dope. Kendrick is dope. J. Cole is dope. And all of these things. You know? It's crazy. But I'm constantly evolving and all of these different things. And the crazy thing is, the most lyrical artist doesn't necessarily mean the most successful.
Yeah, I mean that's
what it
fact.
is.
Joe Budden would be a Drake.
Yes,
if we go by that. shit. Yeah. So you have to have your business sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's at the end of the day, you know, like music. It's the music business. So when we cut into that, it's like, Bobby is cool, and I think he will be the biggest artist probably next year. I think this time next year we'll be like, yeah, especially when this album drops.
Let's hear what the album offers, and then see what's what.
And Slap, we said he needs to drop something.
He does. He definitely does.
We need to hear something. But it shouldn't be at the same time or in the same space.
No.
Yeah, they gotta drop at different times.
Those are some of the things that I really hope they start looking at each other as not necessarily equals, but like you understand where it's like you raised the kid, and I'm not saying that's exactly the same thing, but I hope you get the principle of the shit. You raise a kid, and then the kid is 18, he's 21, he's 25. You're not gonna treat him the same way. You understand?
Bobby is. I'll make this clear. Bobby is probably the only artist on XYZ that's able to leave and still like have people's attention, because he had a buzz before he joined them.
Yeah.
The other artists who've left and you don't hear shit from them, it's
but
because
like
they had the XYZ stimulus package, and when they didn't have it, people just didn't fuck with them.
Yeah.
But Bobby had like 4 or 5 hit records before he joined them.
For that, yeah.
So he can survive.
Definitely. All you have to do is give him good production, and he's there. You know what I mean?
Straight.
Like, he's there.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
So, you say he's the biggest. I don't think so. I think Slap is the biggest.
I think it is. Maybe I should say he's my favorite right now. He's my favorite artist right now.
That's different then. That's a different conversation.
Like he's my favorite, and it's probably, to me, he's the biggest right now. Because
I thought we were having this conversation in terms of
what I said.
Because you know what I would say.
Yes. The thing is, if you want a hit record, as an artist, as an upcoming artist, for me, looking at the fucking time, we're in what, November?
Yeah.
If I want to make money during this Christmas period, I would go to Bobby East and beg him to give me a hook and a verse, and I'm done. And I'll be eating the whole freaking.
Yeah, you have money in January, bro.
Yeah, January, February. It's like January who? I'm not worried about anything. I got this Bobby East hook, bro.
You can't tell me shit.
You can't tell me shit. So that's what it is.
All right, so let's move. Let's talk about AKA, South African rapper AKA. What was the tweet he put out? AKA, this is in line with the awards. Basically, he didn't submit his "Touch My Blood" album. Yeah,
people were upset
that it wasn't nominated.
It wasn't nominated.
Which awards was these though? Was it the Summers?
I'm not sure if it's the Summers. I'm not sure it was the Summers. Didn't get into that shit.
Yeah, we'll get into which award show it was, but then he basically said the essence of it is, well, the whole point was, I don't need awards.
Yeah.
So he's been accused of hiding behind that because Cassper usually sweeps the awards every year. He's the one that gets all of them. Yeah. So is AKA tired of losing to Cassper? I think he is. Yeah. I honestly think he is. Like, it's just like, you know what, fuck it. Because like the guys are making different types of music, and Cassper people fuck with Cassper because like he's like, yo, the guy on the street is, you know, that's my guy. You know what I mean? The guy in the office, that's my guy. But like AKA has such like he's got a unique type of person, type of people that follow him. So if it's an award show that has to do with popular vote, Cassper will win that any day.
Any day.
Because he cuts across. You know, it's probably like the difference. I don't know, like which artist would we use here as, you know, like an example. You know, Slap would be Cassper, and who would AKA be? Neglecting, putting away shit like AKA would probably be like a critic or some shit. I don't know if that's a fair.
I guess so. Somehow.
A little bit. Because like critic has a certain following that he gets. Or maybe like a Chitambala. Like putting away how long they've been in the industry.
I think
like the people that they reach.
A critic would be a fair comparison. You know, slap a critic. Because Slap would dip into, you know, Cueto, sounding beats. You know what I mean? He'll dip into dance tracks.
Basically a mainstream artist.
Mainstream artist, whatever it is, you know. And then he'll jump on a hip hop beat and whatever it is, you know. So it's he can do a lot more things.
Yeah.
Critic is, you know, people still bring up. You go to his comments and people still want. Anytime people want to throw shade at Critic, they go back to Vitumbua.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I throw shit. I'm one of those people. I'm probably on those comments saying that shit. For real. And it's like, I don't hide it from him. He knows.
Yeah, but what was so wrong with Vitumbua though?
What was so wrong?
Yeah.
Everything.
Like what?
What is Vitumbua about?
Vitumbua.
From a rapper like Critic.
Yeah.
The people that were mad at Vitumbua were people who listened to Critic from the mixtape days. Somebody like you.
Yeah, somebody like me.
But the people that didn't hear that shit, they loved that shit. Yeah. And that's why I'm still mad at Vitumbua. Or Critic doing a record with Swish. Because I know
I'm mad at that
where
shit.
the dude was coming from with that shit. You know what I mean? It's like we know where he comes from.
Yeah.
And then him doing a record like that was just, you know, it's like, whoa. Nah, bro. Nah, this just ain't it. I didn't fuck with the record. Like, it was cool. It was funny. But looking at where the guy came from and knowing that this is not who Critic is.
You know why? You know why?
It was uncomfortable.
You know why you feel like that?
Why?
Because it blew up.
Because it blew up.
Because it blew up. Because the song blew up. If it didn't blow up, it would have just been one of those. It's like, we left it there and we would have moved on.
Look,
the fact that people fucked with that shit, it was crazy how people fucked with that shit. I didn't even like Vitumbua as much as I liked Party on the Hill.
I didn't like Party on the Hill.
I liked Party on the Hill.
I didn't like Ulabeja.
Them niggas came through.
All of that shit.
Yeah, Ulabeja was a dope track.
No, look, I'm not saying it wasn't dope. It was dope. It was funny, right? But I'm just saying, like, as a person who listened to Critic early days.
Y'all put him in a box, though.
He put himself in a box. He did. Because of his track record. When you do certain things, project after project, you put yourself in a box.
But here's the thing, right? Zambian rappers were doing their thing. They were rapping and all of that, all right? Mm-hmm. Zone Fam was doing the same thing. They were rapping and all of that, and they had great records. Great records. Awesome stuff. The bar after bar after bar doing the thing, right? Mm. But what happened? People were like, yo, we're not fucking with this shit. You know, vernacular rappers would come through and they'd get bigger props. So it came to a point where niggas decided to switch. It's like, okay, you know what? Let's mess with this. Let's mess with this vernac shit. All right?
Yeah.
Zone Fam, every time they came through for an interview on Joy FM, like, I knew the phone lines would go crazy because the girls were calling.
Yeah.
Right? This is before they were even rapping in Nyanja.
I saw Reggie get like 15 numbers at that Jameson Connect show.
It's very, very possible.
Yo, I just bagged another dime, bro.
It's very, very possible.
Yeah.
So this thing happens, right? And then they're like, yo, Fanatik, we're coming through. And then we put in vernac in the records.
Yeah.
And I'm like, vernac.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know me, I like bars and all of that shit. So I was comfortable with that. And then they came through. The first track that they brought me was a track called Mabodela.
I remember that.
Bottles.
Yeah.
And then the shit just went crazy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, this is a dope ass record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the shit kept on blowing up. And then I even remember, it's like people started switching up.
Mm.
Right? Crisis switched up.
Did he?
Yeah, he's just like, Crisis spit some bars in Nyanja.
Which record did Crisis spit like a Nyanja bar? Please remind me.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
I don't remember a Nyanja bar that was dropped by Big Dog.
It was LB's song. Ifetika Bueda.
I've actually heard him
number one
drop.
It was number one by LB on LB's album. Vamboni did it abafana. That's why Tim Abagwida no Bachaya Mambama.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So that was
like one line.
It was,
but Zone Fam took it to another level.
Zone Fam took it to
every
another
other
level.
line they were dropping like
and then after that, we had this conversation. I had this conversation with Critic because I was like, do you feel like you're being forced into a corner that you don't like? Because it's like you have developed a skill that you're able to do something in English and you're able to kill it in English, and then people want this. And then now you have to leave this English stuff and then have to start redeveloping, you know, a skill in another. And, you know, we had this conversation and all of that. And it's like Critic did that, and he did that successfully. And he's switched up his flow to a point where he's even better than some Nyanja and Bemba rappers.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
100%. So for me, I felt like I wasn't mad at that, because I just thought it's him just showing what else do you want me to do, and I will do it.
Okay.
And I will be better than most of these niggas. I felt like people who got salty about that shit got salty because the shit blew up. And even, I will tell you this, So Good didn't expect that.
Of course, I don't think the guys
didn't
expected that the song would be as big as it was. I think it's like transition, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't sonically pleasing to me. Maybe it was that, you know what I mean? Because they had a few records, like Wosa Tumfwe, you know, they were just dropping like records that were just, I guess 2-1 was just it was comedy rap.
Yeah.
Right? But like Critic on his own, like that's not really who Critic was. Like, you know what I mean?
But it's part of his personality too, though.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about on the music end of things. Like, Critic is introspective and stuff, which is what you are going to hear or listen to when he drops his artistic album, which I have listened to, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That you're not gonna get that funny shit. Like, he's really just fucking dropping bars on this shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. Like, Critic is making an album that he wants to make. Like, nobody's pushing him to do shit that he's not pandering to a crowd, which is what and this is like, it's just about consistency in this industry. It's like, don't always follow the new trend. It's like, if niggas are rapping in Nyanja, I feel like if all the cats who were making noise back in the day had just put their foot down and just continued, it would have been like, maybe they wouldn't have been mainstream, it would have been like a sub-genre. You know, you'd be like a Jedi. He's not like the biggest cat out there, but he's respected like in the streets and shit. But I know niggas want to put food on the table and stuff, so I respect it, you know?
Yeah.
And if you're able to do it and you're able to do it well, go ahead and do it.
Go ahead and do it.
I just wish the guys would have dropped some mixtapes, man.
Which guys?
The Zone Fam cats. Like individual mixtapes, because they did that. Remember when they did that rollout?
October.
Like, yeah. Like that could have been a thing where they just like, yeah, we're giving you this, all of this stuff, but like we are
but I feel like
bars.
you know,
but I guess the business side of things.
The business side of things didn't make sense. I feel like it always comes down to that. You know, people need to put food on their tables. Yeah. And sometimes we forget that, you know. That's how come you have these rappers who go through and it's like they get their masters and degrees and then they quit that shit. Yeah. Because it's like, you're not gonna pay me enough. Yeah. You know? You're not gonna pay me enough because I definitely need to put in work. If you follow some of these guys, you see it's like, yo, they're getting home. They were at the studio from 21 hours and they're getting home at 5. Yeah. you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like, it has to show. What do I have to show for it? True. And then when you see me on the street, you expect me to look, you know, the part. You want me to be in my Jordans, you know, that's $100. $200 and shit. $200 and all of that. And then my gear needs to be on point. I need to be driving. All of those things have to come into play.
I guess, you know, like like we understand the business side of things, but it's like people, like when people catch on to something, they want it to be their own. Like, this is my guy. Like, when they blow up too big, it's just like,
I absolutely get it. But for me, I feel like I think people just didn't. number one, there's no industry in Zambia.
Yeah, that's a fact. No music industry.
There's no music industry in Zambia, so it would have been difficult and all of those different things. So, you know, people want to know a couple of years from now, it's like, where am I going to be getting my checks?
Yeah.
You know, if this doesn't go through, what's my plan B?
Yeah.
That's why how come I feel it's like one of my favorite rappers, and I felt like it's like, dude is coming back and he's beasting.
Yeah.
B-Mac.
Oh yeah.
You know, but like B-Mac now, his grind is, you see him in adverts, you see him in his acting and all of that.
He's got a baby to feed, bro.
Yeah, he's got a baby to feed.
He's got to do some shit.
Yeah, you got to do some shit.
Like, you still feed your fans with some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But like, he signed to XYZ and they want to make money. So there's certain decisions you have to make. So back to the AKA, we like strayed far away from that shit.
Very far.
But what is your what point are you trying to drive across?
My take is, and for somebody like AKA, I feel like AKA sometimes acts a bit like Kanye West. You know, it's like when shit is not going his way, he's gonna whine and complain and all of those different things. All right, like when a track like gets that Cassper Nyovest song, and I'm like, I don't even like that song.
Yeah,
but there's a challenge on social media and you go to South Africa and it's a big joint.
Yeah.
Because it's got that Kwaito feel.
Yeah.
You know, so the ghettos are messing around with it and they love it. So it's obviously on TV and all of these different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all they have. That's all he has to do. He doesn't have to get super duper creative. He doesn't have to be super lyrical and all of those different things. And he still gets the love like crazy.
Yeah.
You know? So I think for me, you can even break it down to a point of awards and all of that. And for somebody who's as big as AKA, I was like, he can say things like that now. Because this is not just him. If you remember, even with the Grammys and all of that, you know, there were guys who were like, nah, I'm not going to submit my music.
I believe Drake, you know, has done something like that before.
Yeah. Because it's like, I'm not.
And people were accusing him of like, yo, you're just tired of losing to Kendrick. That's why you don't want to do.
And it wasn't. And for me, I didn't feel like it was about that. You know, because people always try to make it like, oh no, you just try and look for a reason. Oh, you know, media outlets would do that for a bigger story and all of that.
Yeah.
But like, he wasn't the only one who did that. You know?
I don't know. Like, it's just, I think we can just see through it. Like, it's like, come on, man. It's like, are those awards, are they accused of not getting it right year after year? Do they have a reputation like that? Because like for the Grammys, we've seen people like, yo, these niggas never get it right, so I'm not gonna submit my shit to this people.
Yeah.
Which is a valid reason.
Yeah.
Because Nas would have a Grammy.
Yeah.
Nigga don't have a Grammy.
Yeah.
He should have won a Grammy a long time ago. Yeah. You know, I feel like some Lupe Fiasco album should have won, but it's fine. You know what I mean? I mean, the time when Macklemore won over Kendrick, like, swept the shit.
Even he said...
He apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're even saying sorry and you're not even the one who decided that you're going to win.
Exactly.
You know? But like, where you know for a fact, it's like, this dude's album was better than mine.
Yeah.
And big up to Macklemore for actually saying that, because a lot of people wouldn't say that.
I just don't think he should have put out the text, though. Like, it was a bit corny.
Yeah, well.
It's like, what, you want to tell us? You want to show us? Like, we can believe you if you just say it. It's fine. But it is what it is. I just feel like AKA is at the level where he's got he's got the cachet to he's got the nation's, not only the nation's like attention, he's got Africa's attention. Like we're watching the people in South Africa and we love what they're doing. So it's like, just submit your shit. You know, like I know he's won a bunch of awards over the course of his career.
Yeah.
But like, you shouldn't be worried about that shit, about somebody else winning over you, even though you're not going to admit it, but that's just what it is. Yeah, Cassper like, is more is bigger than, you could even say he's bigger than AKA, because like he's filled up a stadium. Like when you look at like the stats and shit, like, you know, he's done things that AKA hasn't done before.
Yeah, and for me, again, for me, it comes down to certain things where who's your crowd and who do you want to please? You understand what I'm saying? So if AKA feels like, look, I don't need validation from these niggas to tell me, it's like, oh no, who's the bigger album, who's the bigger artist, and all of that shit. It's like he can definitely do that. You know, he can definitely do that at this point in his career, because it's like, if you're going to talk about South Africa, you're going to talk about just like, oh, hip hop, South Africa, Cassper and AKA, that's it, point blank, period. Yeah, you're not going to bring up anybody else. Anybody else, yeah, you bring them up, but it's like nobody's going to go and talk to Sway from SA.
You have to be somebody.
You have to be somebody.
Straight.
You know?
Yeah, only like 3 cats. The 4. Questar, AKA Cassper, and
Nasty C.
And Nasty C.
Yeah.
Nasty C's album, that Strings and Bling album?
Yeah.
Better than any other album that's dropped this year.
Have you listened to Touch My Blood?
I don't care. I don't have to listen to that shit.
Have you listen? This nigga hasn't listened to Touch My Blood. Like, I don't know.
You know what? That's my challenge for this week.
You know, the thing is,
listen to
I feel like Chromez doesn't want to listen to Touch My Blood because I listen to Touch My Blood.
No.
And I bigged up Touch My Blood a whole bunch, and this nigga is probably you're gonna go in with a fucking critical ear, just criticizing little shit.
No, like
because I said it was a dope ass album and I called it a classic.
I have trained myself to be able to block that shit away, and that comes from seeing reviews on social media. So I'm able to clear my mind, and I ain't thinking about you when I'm listening to music, motherfucker. Nah, that shit ain't happening. Okay?
But so the thing is, like, how do you call it, say Strings and Bling, best album that has been released when you haven't even listened to Touch My Blood?
Same way you can call it a classic when it hasn't existed for more than a year or 5 years or some shit. You know what I mean?
Look, I totally agree. I totally 120% agree
that the Nasty C album is better than the
that what AKA tweeted was, I've got the biggest album out right now, and I don't need
Is it the biggest album out there?
I don't need anybody to tell me.
Nasty C's album is doing pretty well out here, man.
It's doing pretty well, but like,
who have we ever seen like
in as far as Nasty C and AKA are concerned, and as far as Nasty C and AKA are concerned, like, I don't think they're even perceived to be in the same lane.
I think AKA should have been making music. And I said this, it's like, AKA, I thought, would be making the music that Nasty C is making.
How?
From back in the day, from Entity to when he was a solo act. Like, AKA was dropping bars.
Yeah.
The Alter Ego album, he's dropping bars throughout.
And he's still saying shit. The problem is, you've listened to Fela and Versace and you think that's it.
I've heard Magriza, that shit that you played me. And that's just...
Listen to the album.
That ain't it.
Listen to the album.
I'm going to listen to the album, and then I'm going to let you know what I think.
All right.
But like, Strings and Bling, that's that fire right there, bro. I'll tell you that.
Nobody disputes that. Nobody disputes that.
Nobody can dispute that.
Yeah, nobody disputes that.
Nobody has the right to dispute that.
I'll tell you this. You remember when Nasty C and MT came on the scene? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
You remember that is it Roll Up? Roll Up? By MT?
Roll Up, I believe it was Roll Up.
The remix featured Cassper Nyovest and Davido.
No, there was no Cassper on that. There was AKA on that.
Sorry, MT. Sorry.
It was WizKid.
There was WizKid. Sorry, there was WizKid and AKA.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you remember when Nasty C dropped his thing. Nasty C had who?
Yeah, Davido, and
Cassper.
Yeah.
Cassper and AKA don't get along.
Yeah, proven fact.
Davido and WizKid. At that particular point,
you think they were thinking like that?
I swear to God, they were thinking like that. I swear they were thinking like that. Have you ever seen? How many times have you seen AKA Nasty C's comments?
I don't look at their comments.
I've seen AKA in MT's comments a whole bunch of times. Are you a king? And keep doing your thing, young blood. You know what I mean? He doesn't do that shit for Nasty C.
Is he intimidated?
I don't know.
Or they just don't fuck with each other?
I think there was a line that was drawn.
But MT and Nasty C fuck with each other. They're cool.
They're cool, but I don't think they're you know, there's cool and there's cool for my sitting.
Look, Nasty C will wash MT any day. He will wash Cassper Nyovest any day. He will wash AKA any fucking day.
We all know that.
Thugger said this himself, and this was a time when like Nasty was like blowing up. This was the time I was still at Power FM, and he was like, "Yo, Nasty C, that's that shit right there."
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, are you really like bigging up this kid like for real?" Like this was when like Nasty was probably like 17 or 18 or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for Thugger to say that shit, hey man, whatever Thugger says is the gospel truth. Excuse the pun. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, AKA should just submit your albums. When you lose, you lose. You win, you win. You know what I mean? If everyone went with that logic, then people like Kanye, people like Jay-Z, Beyonce, all these people wouldn't submit their shit. It's all about your CV. You need that shit. Even if you're just nominated, it's cool. Jay-Z lost to
but like it's
Kendrick. It's fine.
Yeah, for me, like I feel like it's different. You know, it's different when it's an Oscar
or a Grammy
or a Grammy, because when you say Grammy nominated, that's even you could walk around with that shit for the rest of your career saying it's like, oh, Grammy nominated artist,
yeah,
so and so, and that I was like, oh, you were Grammy nominated, so we have to. The way they look at you is totally different. I don't know if it's the same thing in South Africa.
The summers are looked at that.
The summers are looked at like that because the summers when the summers came through, they fucked up shit. You know, they overlooked the big artist and gave it to the small nigga. People were like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
And that
because they adjudicate the shit. It's not popular vote. I think they have like one category that people choose.
Exactly. That's why even Shane Eagle had the balls to come through and say, you know, take shots at AKA,
which I think was staged, but cool.
Yeah, it's like he went through and took shots at AKA because it's like, yo, he got a summer.
Yeah, but AKA has a bunch of summers though.
Yes, but he got his first summer. Keep in mind,
you don't get one summer and start taking the shots at the god.
This is a nigga who was being judged.
Yeah,
who was being judged by this nigga. And then he felt like, yo, I got a summer, and then this nigga got a summer too. So
not
whatever.
A summer, he's got summers.
He's got summers, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
you know, but like he felt a type of way and all of that, and you know,
Shane Eagle. You know, you like Shane Eagle a lot. Yeah, I just feel like he still has a lot to prove. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. I like him because it's like I've heard...
Nasty C washed him in that fucking battle. What was that thing? The
BET side.
The BET, like he washed all those cats. Nasty C is a fucking beast.
Yeah, we know that.
It's like nobody can fuck with him. Like name a rapper that can fuck with Nasty C.
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Nobody.
It's true.
Nobody. Oh, we don't know about that rapper yet. You know, let's not say nobody.
Yeah.
But like we don't know about that.
But at this moment we don't know anybody.
Yeah, because it's like number one, I haven't really followed South African hip hop culture and all of that since a couple of it's still my shit is a little bit dodgy right now. You know? But like I'll get back to
Nasty?
that.
Man, listen
but like we know about Nasty C because he's all over the joint.
Yeah,
he's doing his thing.
All right, shout out to Nasty C, AKA. I don't want anybody to think I'm like hating on AKA. I love AKA. Like I'm a huge AKA fan.
He's a huge AKA fan.
It's just that I'm
surprised you still haven't listened to Touch My Blood
because of the noise. I like to wait for the noise to die down. I know it's not like a method that a lot of people respect, but it's like. Yeah, I think if like we were doing the podcast when the album dropped, I would have listened to it because we needed to have like discussed it here. But like for my own personal consumption, like I like to let shit die down, all this noise, and then I indulge. So You've pressured me into it, so I'm gonna do it. And I promise
That's
I
rubbish,
will.
though.
What you mean?
It's a rubbish analogy. It's like,
no, like usually, like it's my process. I know you could call it rubbish, but that's how I do it. You know, because like there's a lot of people who are calling shit dope just because they saw somebody influential on social media say it was dope. Like, nah, nigga, I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Like after listening to the record, and that's what I do. Like I see, like, oh yeah, this is the best shit that's come out this year, and I just like to block that shit away. I like to, you know, just take it easy, take my time, and then get into it. You know, like even before I listen to an album, I don't check out social media, like what are people saying, and all of that. And then that's how you form like an honest opinion. It's not like affected by other people's shit and whatever.
cool bean.
Yeah. So Simon Mwewa.
Simon Mwewa Lane.
Yeah. So Simon Mwewa Lane is a social media celebrity.
Yeah.
Who is known for basically just going around shooting videos of shit that's happening around the building that he owns.
Yeah, the thing that
Simon
started.
building.
Yeah, the thing that made him get out there was.
Yo, I need to take a piss. Fuck. Like just quickly. Yeah, and we're back. What were you saying, bro?
You were talking about Simon Mwewa.
Yeah.
What was that?
So basically, he's this dude who.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying it's like the thing that made him, for lack of a better term, blow up, is the corrections that he used to do on social media.
Yeah, basically he teaches people how to pronounce words
How
and
to
all of that
pronounce
shit.
words, and you know, as Zambians, we obviously pronounce certain words certain ways.
Yeah.
And he was saying he would come through and basically tell you the right way to pronounce certain words. Yeah. And people like that, and they kept on doing that. I remember there was even a Simon Mwewa Lane challenge and all of that, and people were.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, they were pitching in with their different. You know, it's like, oh, today's word. Hello, good morning, folks. Good morning, Facebook family. Whatever. With a little cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is, and they actually did that for a little bit, and they came through, and you know. Yeah. So that was the thing that made him like, oh yeah, oh this guy, it's actually funny some of the things that he's doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the first time I encountered Simon Mwewa was when there was a cholera outbreak here, and people were dying every day. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was bad.
So there was a cleaning exercise that was put together by the government, and he would document that every single day.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. I actually enjoyed it. It was like, oh, he's really just like covering this, because nobody is taking that initiative.
Yeah.
People were just passing and just doing whatever they're doing. But he took the time out to actually give updates on what was happening. So now there's, because, you know, he's got this thing. He's like one of the ambassadors of Keep Zambia clean. Or is it Make Zambia Clean campaign? Because it's not clean. You can't keep something clean when it's not clean in the first place. So he's one of the ambassadors, and the reason why he's one of the ambassadors is because of that activity that he took part in, where he actually just was like, yo, I'm taking this upon myself to show people what's really going on, showing all the dirt and what the council is doing here in Lusaka, in Zambia. And so as an ambassador, he's just trying to keep shit clean. So now in recent times, this past week, a video emerged of him asking a woman to pick up plastics that were of like water that's served, like sold in are they sachets or sachets, whatever it is, bro.
Yeah.
So
we'll ask him for the correct.
Which one is it, Simon?
Which one? Sachets or sachets?
Which one is it? You're so full of shit.
We're asking for the correct pronunciation.
We will. So there was a lady who was selling water that was in those sachets or sachets.
Yeah.
And he asked her to pick the plastics up on the street.
Yeah.
And she obliged. She did it, and she walked away from that. She had a baby on her back. It was a hot day, and that just got people mad, pissed the fuck off. Like, I can't believe this dude, the audacity of this motherfucker, to do shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just super mad and just like, yo, fuck this dude.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
So crazy. Even our very own Wappy was like, yo.
Wappy wasn't too mad. He was mad.
Wappy was mad.
Yeah.
Wappy was not happy.
Wappy not happy.
Yeah, Wappy was not happy.
Yeah, he put out a caricature and then he actually responded to that.
Yeah.
By saying, nah, like this wasn't, my intention wasn't to be mean or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, Wappy in the caricature, like, he had the dude with, like, his boot was on the woman's back.
Yes.
And the writing on that was, keep Zambia mean and shit. Which I really liked. That was actually pretty fresh. But, people don't understand caricatures. So they actually thought that he actually put a boot on her back.
Yeah.
Some people actually thought that. They don't understand the concept of a caricature. Mm-hmm. By the way, Lord Wappy is the one that does all our comics for every episode of the podcast. So I saw your comment on his Facebook post when he was putting up the
Lord Wappy's post.
Yeah. And you were not too mad about it. You were cool with it.
No, I wasn't.
Why?
For several reasons. Because it's like, one thing is like, I am able to do, especially when it comes to Zambians, is I'm able to see the bullshit before it hits the fan. We made this about classism. We made this about, he's well-spoken. He's from privileged background. She's in the hot sun. She's poor. That's what we made this about. It wasn't about keep Zambia clean or what. It wasn't about that at all. We made it about he's privileged. That's why he's doing this. He feels entitled that he could just go around and order people who are poorer than him to do shit. That's what we made it about.
Oh, he's not poor at all. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah, he's not poor at all.
Yeah.
So that's what we made it about. It wasn't about.
But whose fault is that?
The principle. Whose fault is what?
That particular thought.
I don't know. Whose fault?
Whose fault is it that the message was lost in translation?
Us.
Tell me why. Now you tell me why the people are at fault for feeling how they felt after watching that video. Are you telling me that you didn't feel any type of way watching that video?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so
because
Fanatik is an asshole.
Yeah, call me an asshole if you want. I'll tell you this: 120%. I put up my post. If you saw my comment, right? Some people hated it, some people liked it. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
But what I said was, the people died from cholera. You remember that?
I remember that.
We had to call people from Israel. They were doing some funny test drugs and all of that. People were dying on a daily basis. We hadn't had this situation. In previous, if we forget easily as Zambians, but in previous years, there are certain years that passed. We had a whole rainy season go past, and we didn't have one case of cholera.
Yeah.
What happened this time? People dropped the ball. People were just, it was so crazy. The cholera outbreak was so crazy that people were even creating conspiracy theories. It's like, oh, they're doing this deliberately so that they can hire this Israeli company to come here and it will be about money and all of this.
I think we just don't trust the government.
We don't trust the government.
Yeah.
You know,
that
could be true. That
Their
could
track record
not
is
be
horrible.
true. But there was a drug that was brought in. There were Israelis that were working with Zambians here.
Yeah.
That's 100% facts.
Yeah.
You know. So the thing that I got upset about was just like nobody, because I went through Wappy's comments. I went through all of them. Nobody was saying it's like, you know, but like littering is bad.
Yeah.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Everybody was just talking about, oh, his accent.
Okay.
Oh, he's
people.
And I'm like,
Okay.
littering. And the people who were most affected by the cholera outbreak were not Simon Mwewa. And it's not people from McKinney. It's not people from Kablonga. It's not people from Ibex Hill. It's people from Kanyama. People from Tendere. People from all of these less privileged places where you don't pick up your garbage. You don't wash your hands. You don't do all of these different things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, look, I asked you a question.
Yeah.
Which was, whose fault is it that the message he was trying to relay was lost in translation? We had him on the show the other day, and I asked him that shit.
Yeah.
And his answer is similar to yours. It's like, no, the average Zambian is just doesn't think of picking up shit after themselves.
No, we don't.
Which is something I can't disagree with, because it's visible. There is visible evidence of trash all over the place.
Niggas throw shit out of the car.
Straight. People do that shit all the time, and it's cool because there's no repercussions that come with that. It's like you're not accountable for that.
Not that it's cool to do that.
No. What I mean,
we're encouraging people to do that.
When I say that, but I mean, it's like they won't face any kind of.
There's no consequence.
There are no consequences that come with it. You know, it's not like you should do it or anything. Nah, I mean, like you could do that and no one will ask you questions. Like people will see you throw shit out of the car, and they will be like, oh, it's just somebody throwing shit out. You know what I mean? So the mentality is there, and I do agree that the mentality needs to change.
Yeah.
But if you are trying to put a message across and you want it to reach people, isn't it important that you deliver your message properly so that it's received and it's assimilated, so it can change people's mentality, rather than do some shit and people are like resisting? Because messaging is everything. We know this because you are a script writer, you are a content creator, as is myself. We are radio personalities. There's certain ways that we say shit on the air when we're trying to drive a point across. So don't you think that he should have done that in a different way, in a manner in which, and he knew that people would be resistant to it.
Absolutely.
Because he said it in the video himself.
He said it.
So it's like, what is the point of you putting out a video and knowing that people won't accept the shit that you're trying to put across? That defeats the purpose, in my view. Because we're very emotional people.
Yeah, you remember he said, some of you will not be happy by this. But even before he said that, he said, it's like, I do this with all of these ladies that I see.
I don't think he said that like that, but
no, he said it exactly like that. I saw the video. He
said, I do it all the time.
Yes, I do it all the time.
Cool, right?
If you follow Simon Mwewa Lane, you know, whatever it is, his name on Facebook or whatever it is, he's my pastor's cousin, right? I ever saw a little skit that they did, and then he's walking around. Simon Mwewa is walking behind. My pastor is Kangwa Chideche, aka Jason Kambanano, whatever it is.
We finally find out what his name is.
Yeah.
You've been mentioning him like,
Kangwa Chideche, Jason Kambanano, whatever it is. And then he's walking, and then, you know, he takes a sip of a drink, and then he throws it on the roadside. And then he's like, hey, guy, please pick that up. I was like, no, everybody's throwing the stuff. He's like, no, pick it up. And then he gets it and then he picks it up and then says, it's like, yo, this is my cousin, this is my brother. We believe in a clean and whatever, Zambia, blah, 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 blah. You know, the message is portrayed out there.
Thank you very much for bringing that up. Continue. I'll get to that.
So for me, look, sometimes I'm a little bit hardcore and I'm a little bit revolutionary, you know, in some of the stuff that we do, because somebody asked me on the comments, Lord Wappy's comments, was like, oh no, what about you? Have you picked up garbage? I don't litter, nigga. I do not litter. I tell my daughter, so it's like when my daughter gets a sweet and she eats a sweet and she throws it, I tell her to pick it up. If we could be walking down the road in Cairo Road, whatever it is she gets a lollipop, she unwraps it, and then she throws it on the ground. She'll pick it up and she'll go throw it at home, where I pay geo carriers every single month to pick up my garbage. I do not litter.
So it's not your responsibility to pick anything up then?
What do you mean?
Because you don't litter, it means you shouldn't pick any litter that you didn't throw when you see it anywhere.
No, it's about. You remember when we had the cholera outbreak, right? And we had soldiers in town. You remember what was happening?
Yeah, people were being harassed.
Yeah,
was that a good thing?
Yeah, they were getting snatched from their cars.
Was that a good thing?
It wasn't a good thing, but how many people complained about that shit?
Everyone that I knew was complaining about that.
They were not complaining about that shit. They were just like, oh, we got snatched out of the car and whatever it is. But like, you have this one guy.
Okay.
And for me, that was the thing. It's like you made it about class. And
Look, here's the thing. Here's the facts. Simon Mwewa speaks very well. Simon Mwewa is a tall figure. Simon Mwewa he's big and shit. So he's an intimidating person, naturally, right? To people of that level, of the people on the streets that are doing their shit on the streets, when they see somebody like that speaks very well, are you gonna disagree with that? Like, when somebody walks into a place with a suit, like, those people will treat them a certain way.
Was he wearing a suit that day?
Did we see what he was wearing in the video? And on top of that, he's always wearing a reflector jacket. And a reflector jacket and I said, all this shit I'm saying, I said to his face. So it's not like whatever. Yeah. It's like, you're wearing a reflector jacket. You speak very well. You're tall. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, you could basically point out anybody in the streets and they'll be like, whoa, this guy might be
police.
Yeah, he might be in some sort of thing.
Or authority or whatever.
Exactly. So that's number one. Secondly, you brought up the skit of him and his cousin.
Yeah.
And then the cousin throws the bottle and then he asks him to pick it up. Right there. Why was that video cool? Why didn't anybody complain about that video? Because they were showing us, and all this whole time you've talked about when somebody throws something that's irresponsible, you should be able to keep that and throw it at home.
Yeah.
And like, when somebody throws something, you should be able to check them and say, yo, you don't throw that on the streets because that will turn into some other shit.
Yeah, because that's happened before.
That woman didn't throw those plastics. And I know, and I asked him, did that woman throw those plastics away? He said no.
Yeah.
Now, do you see where that would rub people off the wrong way? It's like, she didn't throw that shit away. It's not a responsibility as to what happens to those plastics after she sells the water. Because his reasoning was, if you're selling it, then you should be responsible. That's what he said in his Obama voice. So it's like, and this is another example. It's like when you go to a shop and you buy shit and you leave and you throw it on the streets, is it the shop's responsibility to go out there and pick the shit that they sold you up? They sold you? The answer is no. And on top of that, you just singled out somebody out of the blues, and he says he knows her, which I know it was supposed to be like, it was supposed to help his cause or whatever he was trying to put across, but that makes it worse. It's like, I've asked her to do that 10 times before, and it's like, oh, so you just pick on her because you know she's gonna pick up the plastics. So it goes back to my question. If you want to put a point across that's very important that you know people need to get, don't you have to be careful as to how you are going to put that point across? Because he was standing there and he saw her. He was like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to put some shit out. Whips out his phone. I know some of you are not going to be happy with this, but hey, mommy, come here. Put this shit down. Dobani ma plastic yari paja. Na tuja turi paja pakona paja. It's like, come on, bro. She did, and this is what I said to him. Like, it would have been better if you saw her throwing those plastics away, and you'd have been like, look, listen, it's your responsibility to make sure that you don't throw this shit in random places, because it's going to end up being like this. And his counterpoint to mine was, we should be able to have collective responsibility, which is, just because I didn't throw it doesn't mean I shouldn't pick it up. That was his point, and that's well and good. But at the end of the day, you are trying to put a point across. What is the point of putting out something that angers people? You know it's going to piss people off. And usually when people are pissed off, do they oblige to shit? When somebody beats your ass, kicks your ass, and then tells you to do shit, are you going to do it wholeheartedly?
You're going to do it anyway.
You will, but are you going to, but at the end of the day, you want to do shit. Like, listen, let me just finish the point. It's like you want to instill this philosophy, if I'm going to call it, of cleaning up after yourself. It shouldn't only be when somebody tells you to do it. You should be able to, it's your own conviction. In your own time, you'd be like, yo, I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
And that's the point he was trying to put across.
Yeah.
Maybe he managed to get that point across to that woman. But for the rest of the population, they're mad. They're not listening to, when somebody's mad, they're not listening to anything you're fucking saying.
Well, screw the rest of the population.
Well, I'm part of that population that's not happy with how he. I'm not happy with how he handled that, and it's like, look.
My thing is, it's like Chromez. You bring out your points and your analytical and all of this difference. You know what I mean? For me, the majority of the people, again, I said, over 500 comments. I went through a lot of that shit on Wappy's post, and I was like, y'all not even talking about littering or whatever it is. It was about
the message was.
Oh no, she had a baby on her back.
Yes,
and I'm like, yo, so if she had a baby on her back, it's just like, look, I've been in situations and positions where I'll tell you this. This was not the first time where I had somebody like this, and maybe that's why I wasn't that moved or whatever it is, because it's. I remember when Sylvia Masevo was, I think, local government minister or whatever it is, I don't remember, but she was on that, keep Zambia clean and green campaign, right? And then there was a time where I was on a bus and we're driving out and somebody's eating bananas and they had a drink as well, and they put it in a plastic, rolled it up and threw it out of the window. And the driver was like, hey mommy, I'm driving to my window. Clean and green campaign is at its height. Dude parked the bus and told the woman to get out of the bus and go pick it up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Now you see the difference there? She committed that crime.
Yeah.
So anybody who's watching that video will be like, yeah, you did the right thing.
So my thing is, it's like, look, and please keep in mind, I'm not 100% behind what Simon Mwewa Lane did.
You seem like you've been.
Yeah, but
you're happy with whatever the fuck he did.
The thing is what I'm trying to drive. There's a couple of points I'm trying to drive across. Yeah. Number one is, as Zambians, we didn't make it about littering. We didn't make it about anything else. We made it about he speaks well, and he's from a well-to-do family, and then this woman is poor and she had a baby on her back. So for him just telling her to do that, that was just wrong. We made it about classism and all of these different things. It wasn't even about littering. It wasn't. Because
he failed to put the point across properly. And look, I'm not the type who's just going to say, oh, he shouldn't have done that, right? And then leave it at there. This is, and I'll go back to what I told him, because like, I'm not the type of guy who's gonna, because the day before he came, I called him a bully. And when he came through, I said, I think you're a bully, sir. Like, you can't do that to people. And here's the thing, and I told him, like, look, Here's how you should have done it. As somebody who is a co-founder of a social media marketing agency, if you're trying to put a point across like that, how about we do this? Call the woman, put your merchandise down, and then tell her, like, look, this stuff that you're selling, when people drink the water, they throw it away. They usually don't care where they throw it, right? So let me show you what you should do. Then he would have gone out there, picked those plastics up, thrown them in the bin, and be like, that's what you should do.
Where's your bin?
And then on top of that, buy one of the waters from her, drinks it, and then goes and throws it into the bin. Perfect. Nobody's complaining about, oh, he's got an accent, oh, he did this, he did that. It's all about messaging. It's like you don't want people to resist your message as soon as they see it. Because when I saw that video, I wasn't even thinking about the shit that he was doing. It just looked like bullying, bro. Like,
it looked like bullying. Why? Because he speaks well?
No, not because he speaks well. It's just he ordered her to do shit that she's not even obliged to do. He has no right to do that, which is why the Human Rights Commission is after him now. Because what right does he have to ask a woman to pick up, oh, not even a woman, just anybody? Which law permits him to ask anyone to pick up shit and throw it in a bin?
Do you think it would have been the same situation if Human Rights Commission is after him? Do you think it would have been the same situation if he asked a man to do it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so. Bruh, I do not like, fam, if he asked a nigga to do that shit.
And he wouldn't ask a nigga to do that shit.
If he asked the nigga
do you think he would ask you to pick up plastics?
No.
And that's where the bully shit. Bullies pick out people that they can pick on. That's that bully shit. Bullies don't go after somebody who they think would fuck them up. He's not asking me to pick up plastics when he sees me walking in town. He's not asking somebody.
You're not selling the water.
No, but his point was, I do this with everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. I ask people to pick up plastics all the time, and certain people resist. Some people.
That's what he said on the show.
Yeah, he said that
on the show.
Yeah, on the show.
Because in the video is what I'm going by. He said it's like, I ask all those women who sell these things to do that.
Well, on the radio, he said, I ask people to do this randomly because we do this thing where we take a lot of time to clean the street and whatever.
Yeah, so if he asks people to do that all the time, then why is Human Rights coming after him to do what?
And it goes back to what I'm saying, messaging.
To do what?
Messaging. He doesn't have the right to do that. That's not his kid. That's not his wife.
It's like, look, it's the thing.
He has first of all, he has no right to do that to anybody.
The thing is,
there
was a lawsuit, all right, that he dealt with at some point, where some woman was saying, it's like, oh no, I didn't see you picking up papers or.
Well, that person was dumb.
Yeah,
because they were saying shit that they couldn't prove.
Yeah, but like he said, it's like, no, I was working, I was doing all of these different things, right?
And he could prove it.
Right? So if I'm saying, what I'm saying is if he does that or picks up papers and then he asks other people to do the same thing, then why is Human Rights Commission coming after him to do what?
Because
and do you think they would have done that if it wasn't for a woman who had a baby on her back?
You know what? Like, we don't know. We don't know. But in my mind, I know what you're trying to put across. It's like, yeah, there's people who are sympathetic. But here's the thing, that's social media. Like, read up on it. Like, scientifically, people respond a certain way to women, children, and puppies.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
That's what it is.
Those are like three major things. Like, that, like, people will respond a certain way when one of those three things are like put in front of you.
You get it.
So, and this is what I'm saying. It's all about messaging. He didn't think about that properly. If he thought about it, he wouldn't have shooting that video, he would have done it differently. And I've given you an example, and there's a million different ways he would have done that.
Totally. I totally get it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Because for me, my pet peeve in all of this BS is when I went through the comments, nobody talked to me about some of the issues that really went down. And I said, it's like, yo, please keep in mind that when there's cholera, it's not you who's affected. Yeah. You with your social media and your Facebook. It's people like her who are affected.
Yeah.
You know, and messaging and all of that, we can definitely talk about it another day. And you know, we can have a conversation, and it's super important in all of these different things.
Yeah.
I don't think he thinks about that when he's doing his, you know.
Well, he should.
You know,
and if he needs somebody to help him with that
keep in mind, it's like there's always somebody who's gonna have a problem with what you're doing. Critic was upset about wow.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Chick was upset about that. He didn't like it.
I mean, one of the callers on the radio was like, yo, that was immoral. Why would you ask, you know, somebody to do that? Like, so I get it. And it still goes down to messaging. And at the end of the day, I guess what you're trying to say is some people will not get the message, some people will get it. Yeah. And it's great that you got the message.
I got the message.
And I got the message too. But I could understand why people were pissed off. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Yeah, I could see why niggas are like, yo, fuck this dude. We don't fuck with him. And that's why you got all those women going up to, you know, he had a bunch of women come after him after he did a radio interview on One Love or something like that. One Love Radio. People were mad. So here's the thing. I'm just like, it's like, you want to put a message out there, but you've pissed off a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You could have done it differently.
Look, my thing is, and the annoying thing for me is, you know, like when people have conversations like, oh no, he's doing this for social media and for likes. And I'm like, nigga, the whole Facebook. I go to my timeline. Everybody's doing this for social media and for likes.
Yeah, everybody's doing it.
Look, we're doing this podcast. Do you think we're doing this podcast for me and Chromez and then we get it and go listen to it at the house? No.
Of course not. We want you to listen to this shit.
We want you to listen to this shit. Yeah. We want to put this shit out and it goes viral and everybody listens to it.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or hate it. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're not going to show our big toes for you.
We're not going to do that.
No, we're not going to do some crazy shit like that.
We're not going to do that crazy shit. But look, for me, the thing that upset me was nobody was actually talking about littering.
I get you.
Everybody was talking about... The only thing that people were talking about...
But why? I think you haven't mentioned why. Why do you think people weren't mentioning that?
Yeah, because this is like...
you actually have, because it's like, the accent.
Accent, shoot the messenger, all of those different things. You know, it's kind of like Sparta. You're responsible for what you say down here. It doesn't matter who sent you.
Yeah.
You know. So if you say some shit and we don't like it, we will kill your ass.
Straight.
You know. And that's social media. So it is what it is.
I'll respect him for keeping the same energy.
He kept the same energy though, right?
He's kept the same energy.
He didn't switch up.
And I think, did I tweet that? No, I put it on Facebook. Like, yo, you can love him or hate him. He's kept the same energy. Even when those women came after him and all of that shit, he was like, yo, no, listen, this is what I'm trying to do and whatever. And yeah, I'll respect him for that.
Yeah.
Because I think real niggas roll like that. It's like, look, I said that shit.
90% of Zambians don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
All right, so we've dissected that enough.
Yeah.
What else you want to talk about?
Mutati got fired.
Oh yeah. I think there's not a lot to be talked about with this. It's like, look, he was Minister of Finance. That's a major ministry. I think that's where the beef with him and the president started. He was probably, you know, not willing to sign off on certain decisions that the president or somebody was making, and he was like, fuck it. And then they moved him to Ministry of Works and Supply, which is like that's like you were working for Barclays and then they move you to managing like loans for some shit, like a startup loan company or some shit. Like from like a mammoth joint and push you down to like this little joint. Was it Works and Supply? It was Works and Supply that he was on. Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you this. This is like, we won't spend too much time on this, but like, my theory is, number one, Felix Mutati was made to be a minister, all right, in the current government, basically to, basically to just, how do I put it?
You think they put him there?
To weaken MMD.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because right now, look, before PF, what was there? Who was there?
Before PF, it was MMD?
Yeah, it was MMD. So
but can we all agree that MMD is never getting back into power?
Yeah, it's never.
So why would he want to weaken the MMD? Yeah, because the threat. The threat is UPND.
No, but it's like, the thing is, you don't know who the threat is. Right?
I'm speaking from a general perception.
The general perspective and the general, all of that is, I'll tell you this. Even when it comes down to the MMD, when it comes down to the MMD and the PF and the way they took over and all of those different things, people will still tell you, it's like, yo, the MMD had, when it comes to the logistics and the nitty-gritty and the fine-tuning, the MMD had that on point.
Mutati is the leader of the MMD, just to add perspective to that.
And the thing is, it's like how he came into power. Because before that, there was Never Smumba. Never Smumba was, He was the guy. He was the guy. He was the leader of the opposition, the MMD and all of that. And then, they had tried to have by-elections and all of those different things. And, for me, the person who was always looked at as, oh, this man is intelligent, this man is smart, and all of that, even the time that he was in the MMD, is Felix Mutati.
He was Minister of Commerce, and he really handled that shit nicely.
He really handled that shit nicely. So,
and he's a great person. When you meet him, he's real good.
Keep in mind. And then this person, all right, you have these fracases in the opposition as the MMD, and then...
I don't think fracases is a real word, bro. It's just fracas.
Fracas. You have fracas in the MMD. Niggas are bickering and shit. And then...
That might be the name of this episode.
and then, because to a certain extent, we love Mwanawasa, but Mwanawasa did that.
Yeah.
Where you try to weaken the opposition by getting their key people.
48 lost of power.
And then Mutati moved. Right?
Yeah.
So Mutati moves to Minister of Finance. He does his thing and all of those different things. If Mutati, think about it. If Mutati decided, you know what, the MMD is not going anywhere, let me just join the PF. And then he's finance minister.
Yeah.
2021. It's what? EL versus Mutati.
Yeah.
Mutati, who is extremely intelligent, extremely vocal, this guy is gonna put in work.
Yeah.
When it goes to a, when it goes to a, those Shanshani whatever thing is they have to vote for a president.
Yeah.
The general consensus, where they're gonna lean. Because
especially with the reputation of the government right now.
Right now.
Everyone's just like, we're tired.
We're tired.
Yeah. Except the cutters.
Yes.
But I think the cutters are also like, what, these niggas said fucking
as long as they're paying. So for me, it wasn't even about, I was like...
So you saw through the bullshit from the beginning.
He was used. He was used.
Yeah.
He was used to come through. Yeah. He comes through and then he does one budget. And then after one budget, it's like, okay, bounce. We'll put you here. And then after we put you here, it's like, you're done. Thank you very much. So now, you thought you were in good standing. Because for me, it's always president, vice president. There used to be minister Opanda Nchito. That used to be Sata's role back in the day. But like after that, it's probably Minister of Finance or the Minister of
I think
the
defense
Judiciary
comes before
defense.
that.
Yeah.
Defense and then
But like in as far as defense, you're not thinking of him to run shit.
Yeah.
You know, you're thinking of him in terms of we need to be defended. But like when it comes to the general running of the country, you think about Minister of Finance and all of that.
That's where the money is at, man.
Yeah, that's where the money is at. He's probably the third or fourth most powerful person in the country.
Yeah.
That's why Mutati was let go.
Wow. That's
my theory. That's my thinking.
Theory. I fuck with that.
And but like, what's Mutati going to do now? Go back to the MMD?
Yeah.
To do what?
To be the president.
You left. You left.
But Doris Leah is still there.
Yeah, she's still there.
She's Minister of Information and Broadcasting.
Yeah, and look at the job, the great job she's doing.
I've just always been opposed to. Look, when power changed from the MMD to the PF, the reason why they kicked them out was we want new people to run shit.
Yeah.
And then you've got this new cabinet, but it's not really new because it's like there's still some old heads in there.
A lot of old heads.
A lot of them. So it's sad that Mutati got used, but it's like, look, I still don't think the MMD would have still ever had a chance. They would still come out third in the next elections or the other ones. You know what I mean? You
as a politician, that's my thinking, that's my word, and all of these different things. As a politician, you need to know your value. I told you the story, right? Where my pastor was actually offered money. He was running for mayor.
Yeah.
All right. My pastor was running for mayor, and he was offered money.
Oh, you free to talk about that shit? That's like,
yeah, I'm free to talk about
that's some deep ass shit, bro.
It is what it is.
Yeah, this is some like serious inside info.
Yeah,
we've given a lot of inside information today.
He was offered money, and he was basically like, "Yo, blank check."
Yeah,
from the powers that be. Bounce. Don't file in. Come back after 1 month. We'll send you in the diplomatic service.
Damn.
You remember there's a member of parliament who did exactly that. A couple of months later, he did exactly that. Somebody died. I don't remember where. I should have done my research, but like somebody died, and then it's like he was supposed to file in, and then on the day of filing, he didn't file in.
Yeah, I wish you had that information.
Yeah, but he didn't file in. And then came back later. He's a doctor, lecturer, and all of that. And then came back and said, "Oh no, I was offered money."
Oh, so he mentioned that he was offered money. Okay,
I was offered money. I was given money. He was given 250,000 kwacha.
Which year was this?
This year.
It's so trash to receive 250.
I know.
The fuck, my G? Like, really?
250,000.
250?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that money right now, but if somebody offered to give me that shit and
to run as a member of parliament
to compromise my integrity, I would not get 250,000 kwacha. That's what? That's how much is that in dollars?
$25,000. $25,000.
They gave you $25,000.
Yeah.
For your integrity. That's how much your soul is worth, my nigga.
Yeah, that's how
damn.
much.
They didn't even give you a fucking blank check. It was just like, no, this is the money that we're giving you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Stay away. Politics is a dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
If you're gonna get into it, get ready to wrestle with the hogs. Like, that's just the way it works. So
yeah, I mean it's a dirty game, but like I feel like there needs to be some people who are clean who want to get into politics. Because the thing is that people don't want to get into politics because politics is a dirty game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the thing I always ask people. It's like, what? So you want a person who's right and who's going to say things right and who's going to do the right thing? So how come you don't want to vote for somebody who's a Christian? Like a proper Christian. You don't want to vote for them. You still want to vote for some dodgy person, whatever. I've said this before. It's like, as Zambians, I think we like the fuck boy.
Damn.
We don't.
You like the fuck boy?
We do.
Damn.
We do. That's my 2 cents, and I still stand by that.
That's your $25,000.
100%.
That's your $25,000. Okay, so Mutati ain't that smart after all. Then, if he didn't see through the bullshit,
no, he didn't see this.
That's sad. You know, especially because he's a political veteran.
Yeah,
like he should know that. Look, they might be an ulterior motive.
Yeah,
you know, so.
It's not that smart.
There you go. Toll gates. Let's talk about that quickly. They're building it for $4.5 million. The Michael Santa toll gate somewhere? Yeah. And we know a toll gate doesn't cost that much.
No. I don't know why this current government loves quoting stuff in dollars. Like we just enjoy it. You know,
because 4.5 million in Kwacha is an astronomical figure.
Yes.
So you get more pissed off, but when it's 4.5, it's like, oh, it's not that. Niggas are not gonna go quickly to their shit.
No.
But 4.5 million is something like what, 53 or 54 million kwacha or some shit like that.
Look, do not be dumb, do not be deceived. Google like what $4.5 million can do for you. Please do.
I'd sell my integrity for that shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's the type of money you sell your. Yeah, it's like, yo, guys, I don't give a damn.
I don't give a fuck no more.
I'm gonna build 200 flats and I'm sorted for the rest of my life. You understand?
Straight.
But like, I don't know why this current government just loves quoting stuff in dollars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is one toll gate. Yeah. We've seen the differences, and it's like, this toll gate in South Africa costs this much.
Yeah,
it costs 500,000 kwacha roughly.
Yeah. It's just, and I'm not surprised anymore with our government or with just the decisions that these guys make. Like after the fire trucks, because that's like theft in broad
daylight.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, you guys really think we're just dumb, like we can't do our numbers and shit. Like, this is the thing, it's like, that's the problem with having old ass motherfuckers in office, because they think we can't Google shit. Like, this is the age of information.
Yeah.
All I have to do, I'll go to eBay and I will Google and I'll like search for fire truck.
Yeah.
Whether new or old. And it will bring up results for days.
Yes.
And I'll be able to see that shit. You could do that right now. You could find a fire truck. You can buy a fire truck for yourself.
Yeah.
On eBay or Amazon. Like, you can do your research and find this information. That's like, what, you think we're still in like, what, 2001 or 2005? Like, where this information is just not out there like that? Like, 2018 is like the hyper year of just information. Absolutely. Where you can find shit, just like a few clicks on your keyboard and results.
Yeah.
See that shit.
And for me, that's the thing. It's like where people were even comparing. It's like, oh, this fire truck, you know, the long ass ones from the TV, from the movies. Yeah. It's like, oh, this is $250,000. And then you're gonna tell us this is $1 million, a small ass thing that has, because it's like, how many have we lost? Two or three?
About two, two.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Because it's like they were at some kind of weird height and all of that. Probably they look like they want to tilt over and die. You understand what I'm saying?
Probably too much water in the fire truck. The irony of that happening.
And then they're like, my water is like the tank that holds the actual water is just like very small.
It's like, guys, come on.
And I'm like, really? Do you really think? You know?
Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Mutati, you know, he should have saw like, we could say one thing. Lungu, our president, he is very well calculated. Yeah, like he's really smart.
He's very smart.
He's very, very, very smart. Because
remember, I tweeted this, and you people, because number one, do you remember that there was a debate, and lawyers the lawyers of the lawyers didn't even know whether ECL is eligible to stand in 2021. You remember there was that debate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's like he took over from Michael Chilufya-Sata. All right, and then he ran out his term, and then he came through and was voted in. And then does that count as 2 terms? And then he says, "No, I don't think it counts." You know, but the law is still out there trying to figure it out. But to this day, right now, their caps, their T-shirts, their buses branded ECL 2021.
Their number plates.
Their number plates, branded
yeah.
ECL 2021.
Yeah.
So subliminally, you're already getting the message as to who's running in 2021.
Straight.
All right. There was a story that came out. I was reading this in the news. I think about a week or two weeks ago.
Yeah.
That said, it's like, oh no, yeah, the PF is accepting people who want to run for presidency in 2021 at the at the convention, at the PF convention.
Yeah.
And these are people that the president agrees that they should run.
Wow. Okay.
So if he agrees that you should run, you're probably going to run against him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't,
Yeah.
you're screwed.
Mans is very smart. I'll say that.
He's smart.
So let's talk about how nasty your part, Chewa. So Chewa people are nasty people. Damn.
I'm half Chewa.
Woo.
I'm half Chewa, bro.
God damn.
Talk about that.
I didn't know that we had that kind of shit, you know, in our traditional circles. And people out here telling you like, oh, the new generation is nasty. Y'all are full of shit. But man, so Chewa people, the paramount chief of the Chewa people has banned sexual practices like spouse exchange, commonly known as, I don't know what this Chidierano.
Chidierano, huh?
This is a sexual practice where men exchange their wives for sexual variety.
Yeah.
Wow, the hyena concept. You guys are fucking nasty, bro. The hyena concept is a sexual exercise in which parents employ a mystery man to test sexual skills of a girl who has reached puberty, which I think is really fucked up.
It's wrong. That's some bullshit.
So the chief has said, y'all need to stop this bullshit.
Yeah. Paramount chief. FYI.
Yeah, the biggest of the chiefs.
Biggest of the chiefs.
The one that has the most charms.
Yes.
That's basically what that means.
Yeah.
So, talk about how nasty your bloodline is, bro.
What you mean?
What you mean, what do I mean?
Yeah,
your people are fucking nasty.
My mama raised me right. My mama, look, my dad in Sanga.
Now, don't talk about your parents. I'm talking about you.
My dad in Sanga, my mom is Chewa. You know, I did not know about these traditions at all. Let's keep that in mind. I did not know.
We thought this was like a white people thing because we've heard people do this shit.
Yeah,
like I've heard white people do this.
Yeah, white people do that all the time. They're swing clubs.
Yeah,
that's basically what that is.
So this came from Africa? Is this something that white people stole from Africans too?
White people be stealing everything. Stealing our culture and our tradition.
Cultural appropriation, is that what it is?
Stealing our culture and our tradition. This probably came from Africa. So this started the swingers clubs and all of that based on this theory.
So what do you think of the concept?
Nah, it's garbage, man.
Not the hyena shit, because that's nasty.
The hyena shit. I hadn't heard of the first time I heard about it was probably 2 or 3 years ago. It was being done in Malawi.
Oh, for real? Oh, yes. Malawians copy Zambians.
Yeah.
They just copy what Zambians do.
It was being done in Malawi, and the unfortunate thing is that the person who was doing that, this was an actual story, was infected with HIV. And then he infected, I think, 2 or 3 girls with HIV.
Fucking wrap your fucking shit up, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, they don't. They don't believe in that. All right?
Who, the Chella people?
No, just people in general. We spoke about this in the other podcast. It's like Zambian niggas are still not liking to wrap up their shit.
Yeah, Chella people are nasty. Swing clubs?
Everybody's nasty, man.
Nah, bro.
So what? Bemba niggas be like, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Forget about it.
I don't know why people think I'm
please
Bemba.
have
I'm
a
not
condom.
Bemba.
Yeah, whatever it is.
I'm
Chisha.
not Bemba. I am. Yeah, Chisha is. It is a Bemba name, but comes from my mom's side.
Yeah, you get thrown out with the bathwater, my nigga.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
I am Kaunde, all right?
Yeah.
And we don't do shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't swing shit.
How do you know then?
Because.
Biamba muka chikaonde.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Don't fucking try that. Biamba is not a fucking word.
Omwendi musonda. That's Kaunde, right?
What is that?
Omwendi.
Is that somebody's name?
Used in local languages. There was a dude called Omondi Musonda.
Yeah, I remember the guy.
Yeah.
He would read multiple languages. He was like
yes, but like his thing was
no, but he read other languages.
Kaunde.
So you're just not gonna address how nasty your people are.
Yeah, but we're nasty.
You and JJ.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Is that something you would do?
Do what? Switch the spouse? Nah, nigga. Never. Ever.
Okay, we heard you.
Yeah, I just was like, yo, if you're gonna do stuff with my wife, just just don't bring her back. It's fine. Just keep it. No, but like on the road tip,
I think
that's some craziness.
That's some kinky shit.
No, but like the thing is, number one, keep in mind, we can talk about the kinky shit and all of those different things, but like the thing is, it's like the chief, paramount chief said, "This is done. We've stopped doing this."
Yeah.
All right.
It took him how many centuries?
Yeah, it took a while, but like
forever.
There's certain things like even the whole Kupiana stuff. That's not exclusive to Chewas and singers.
I think that's everywhere in African.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
There's probably even like the swinging shit is probably in other traditions and stuff. And I hope your wife doesn't kill me for asking you if you would consider that swinging shit.
No, but like
it's just it's just a general question, okay? Like I knew the answer.
She'll kill you tomorrow. It's fine, man. She'll kill you tomorrow.
I knew the answer. I knew he would say no. It's just, but like in an alternate universe, I don't know, like because some people. There's that whole thing of, man, just, want to try something. And if you're able to, actually, I think there's a lot of integrity in that. It's like where you've actually just, you're comfortable enough with your partner to be like, yo, let's try something new.
Yeah.
Like, let's go to this, you try that shit, and like, bloom, and then, but we still together.
But the thing is, these are things that I'll tell you this. It's like my wife follows this to my funny groups on Facebook. I don't follow them. But like she comes through and she goes there. She's created an alternate account.
Oh, for real?
Her name is Luna Loud.
Wow!
And
from like the Loud House.
Yeah.
Whoa!
So the crazy thing is, it's like she goes to these things and then
I'll be linking Loud.
Yeah.
That's my new account.
She goes to these things and then she sees things whereby it's like, oh no, I organize. This is Zambian people. Where a girl goes like, oh, I have a problem. My problem is that I'm married to my husband, and then he's always said he wanted a threesome. So I organized the girl, to come through and have a threesome on his birthday, and then we had a threesome on the birthday, and then he continued seeing her, and now she's pregnant. What do I do?
Oh shit, that's
Tax
crazy.
situation, So these things are not like problems that are just exclusive to Chewas. This is,
but that's not swinging though. And I think
that's not swinging.
Would you ask your wife for a third person in the room?
Nah, never.
Like a woman?
Never.
Come on,
Never.
Fanatik, get the fuck
I'd
out of here.
never
man.
do that.
Come on, be honest, bro.
No, I'm being honest.
Like you would, if she came up to you and said, "Yo, is this chick? She got a fat ass. I know you like fat asses. Let's do this shit." You wouldn't say no.
Because she would never do that.
No. That's not the
She
point.
would
That's
never
not
do
the
that.
Point, Nick. The point. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
If she came to you and said, "Look, there's a chick with a booty,
Yeah.
and I want to bring her into the bedroom."
You know what I would say to that? I'd be like, who are you and what have you done to my wife?
Well, God damn it, bro.
No, for real.
This is a hypothetical situation. Like, get away from fucking reality. Like, I'm talking about a hypothetical situation where she's like, yo, for our, I don't know, 20th anniversary, there's a big booty chick I want to bring into the house. What's up? I know you like them flat-bellied and big-bootied.
I'd be like, where'd you find her?
This motherfucker, what's wrong with Fanatik, man?
Because you know, it's like after 20 years, my nigga, she not flat-bellied. And Zambia, you know that's not happening, bro.
Okay.
That is not happening.
So basically you would accept because no nigga is saying no to that shit.
Basically.
Yeah, there you go.
Niggas saying no niggas saying no to that.
Yeah, it took
no
you so
niggas
long.
saying no nigga.
You're part Chewa. You're
look,
part Chewa. Like your ancestors been swinging, bro. So it's cool.
I'm part Chewa and I'm Senga. That's basically the same clique. Just
different circles. Yeah,
different circles. You know.
All right, we gotta close it off.
We gotta close it up, bro.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. We are on many different platforms.
Yes.
Castbox.
We are everywhere.
SoundCloud, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It's like search. If you are not sure which platform you want to listen to the podcast from, just search for Raw Conversations with Chromez and Fanatik and just choose the best platform for yourself. And subscribe and continue listening.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
Yeah, continue. And then also follow us on social media. On Twitter at RAWCONPODCAST. That's Raw Con Podcast. On Instagram, Raw Conversations Podcast. On Facebook, Raw Conversations with Chromez and Fanatik. Yeah, and then our own socials at The Chromez. That's THEESCHROMEZ. And then, you got Fanatik.
Fanatik Lockhead, that's FANATIK _LOC.
Yeah.
Head. You can spell head, right?
Yeah, of course.
You can spell head.
Yeah. You're full of shit. All right, thanks for listening. Back next week.
Appreciate it.